The sun goes down. It is completely dark. No streetlights outside your window, no phone glowing on your nightstand, no hum from the refrigerator, just absolute blackness and whatever is making noise outside. That was every single night for 300,000 years of human history. Electricity has only been widely available for about 100 years. Before that, the dark was not an inconvenience. It was a force that shaped everything about how humans lived, ate, slept, worked, and survived. So how did they do it? Let's start with fire, because fire is the real answer to almost every question about ancient survival. Humans have been using fire for at least 400,000 years, possibly longer. Fire was not just warmth, it was light, protection, a cooking tool, and a social centre all at once. When the sun went down, the fire went up, and everything happened around it. Cooking, storytelling, tool-making, childcare. The firelight created a small circle of safety in an otherwise dangerous world. Step outside that circle, and you were in the dark with the predators. But fire has limits. It requires constant fuel. It goes out in rain and wind. It does not travel well. So ancient humans structured their entire lives around it. You did not wander far from camp after dark. You did not start complex tasks that required precision. You slept. And this is where it gets genuinely interesting. Before electric light, humans slept in two separate phases. Historians and sleep researchers have pieced this together from medieval diaries, court records, and studies of modern populations without electricity. People would sleep for a few hours after dark, wake up in the middle of the night for an hour or two, and then sleep again until morning. That middle-of-the-night waking period was not considered strange. It was normal. People used it to pray, have conversations, check on animals, or simply lie quietly. The 8-hour uninterrupted sleep we treat as a biological requirement is actually a product of artificial light. Electric bulbs pushed bedtime later and compressed sleep into one long block. We essentially abolished the natural human sleep cycle without realizing it. Now let's talk about food, because without refrigeration, feeding yourself was a daily emergency. Hunter-gatherers did not have the option of storing food for weeks. Meat spoiled fast. So the strategy was simple and brutal. You ate what you had immediately. A successful hunt meant a feast. A failed hunt meant going hungry. The idea of a scheduled mealtime 3 times a day is a modern invention tied to industrial work schedules. Ancient humans ate when food was available, not when a clock told them to. When humans started farming around 10,000 years ago, food storage became possible and suddenly critical. Grain could be dried and kept. Root vegetables could be stored in cool underground pits. Meat could be smoked or salted. These were not just cooking techniques. They were survival technology. A community that could not preserve food through winter was a community that starved. The people who figured out preservation lived. The ones who did not, did not. Timekeeping without electricity meant reading the sky. Ancient humans tracked time using the sun, moon, and stars with a precision that still impresses researchers today. Stonehenge was not a random pile of rocks, it was a solar calendar. The Antikythera mechanism, built by ancient Greeks, was a mechanical computer that tracked celestial cycles. Indigenous cultures around the world developed star maps so detailed that they could predict seasonal changes, animal migrations, and planting windows with remarkable accuracy. They did not need clocks because the sky was the clock. Winter was the real test. Days got shorter, temperatures dropped, food became scarce, and the darkness stretched longer every night. Ancient communities in cold climates prepared for winter the way modern people prepare for a natural disaster, except it happened every single year without fail. They stockpiled food, reinforced shelters, gathered people together for shared warmth, and waited. The social structure of ancient communities was not just cultural preference, it was a survival mechanism. Sharing heat, sharing food, sharing labour. You did not survive a harsh winter alone. You survived it as a group. Here is the part worth sitting with. Ancient humans were not just enduring the dark, they were adapted to it. Their bodies ran on natural light cycles. Their communities were built around the rhythms of sunrise and sunset. They slept when it was dark, worked when it was light, and organized everything else around those two facts. When we invented electricity, we did not just add convenience. We severed a connection between human biology and the natural world that had existed for hundreds of thousands of years. We pushed back the night, and with it, we pushed back the rhythms our bodies were built for. Today, a third of people report chronic sleep problems. Rates of anxiety and depression have climbed alongside the spread of artificial light. Researchers studying communities without electricity consistently find that people fall asleep faster, sleep more soundly, and feel more rested. Ancient humans survived without electricity because they were built for that world. The harder question, the one worth thinking about, is whether we are slowly breaking ourselves by pretending the dark no longer exists.